shower and I just stuck my hair up in a messy bun. So I got to brush it. I want to know, would you be my girl? Hey, everybody. Happy Sunday. Give me a second here. Oh, here we go. Yes, YouTube, just because I live in Quebec doesn't mean I speak French. All right, give me a second here, folks. Let me pop out the chat. Bring it on over here and let me say hi to participants. There's only 5 of us here. Sharon Addick, KB Canner, hi Karen. Helen Burke, good to see you. Aloha, seashell, and mahalo. Did I say that right? Mahalo, thank you. Okay, yeah, my hair's a mess because I got up this morning, I stripped the beds, put the... I have discovered I have a guilty secret, folks. I have a guilty pleasure. Patricia, I don't know. She doesn't talk to me anymore. Not Patricia Furio, the other one. Sent me a fleece blanket that said like faith, hope, charity, love, butterflies, all over it. And I was really cold the other night, and I pulled back my blankets and my top sheet, and I laid this fleece velour blanket down just across my bed. It doesn't fit the whole bed, but it fits right across the center from my knees to my shoulders. And I'm telling you, I have a problem because of my weight and my joint and pain issues. I have a problem rolling over in bed. And when I do, I have a tendency to drag the bottom sheet. Well, with this velour throw, I just slide. And it's soft and it's warm and it's wonderful. So, hey, Ann Sylvester, Joe Mama. Mary Cook. So, yeah, I'm going to let my hair dry. Now, it's been up in a bun for hours, like in a messy bun for hours, so. Mama Dukes, hi, Tanya. I got a Valentine's Day card. Isn't that nice? You did not have to go out and buy a Valentine's Day card. But in my Valentine's Day card, I got carrots. This is called St. Valerie. And these are a very old French variety, handsome, large, bright red, orange, 10 to 12-inch roots, smooth, sweet, and tender, our favorite. And she says, I know you want to try growing carrots this year. Hope these bring you luck. Love, Donna. Isn't that wonderful? Now, I got to tell you, I don't know if I told you guys, but I sent, remember how packed full this was? Hey, Jackie, Jonelle, Linda, Dylan, hi. I sent, when I started my organic Manitoba tomatoes. And what else did I get? I got more marigolds, and I got turnips in the mail. And I got, these are Garden's Delight. I believe these are a nice cherry tomato. Hi, Sam Dix. So, I forgot what I was going to say. So, tomorrow's video on our half-acre homestead is 2-day baked beans. Delicious or disaster? You're going to find out. Hello there. Hi, Cheryl Carnes, Washington, West Virginia, excuse me, USA. Canning smoked turkey leg bone broth. Smells amazing. Starting seeds for garden this week. Good luck with your outdoor seed starts. Well, hi Donna. It's we're gonna it's an experiment. I'm gonna learn one way or another. I mean, just saying, well, that doesn't make any sense to me, or I don't know how that works. I know people here in Canada who've had success with it. So I'm just going to, hey, Sam, I'm just going to see what happens. Hey, Linda. Hey, Sassy. Hey, Amir. What up from New York? You got your cup of coffee? How's that going? Um, so yesterday I kind of took the day off. I have had a rough few weeks with fibro flares. It's been a rough, 3 or 4 weeks, and I'm starting to feel better. But I'm going to see Bubba. You see, we've I don't want to say I'm not going to say my grandson's name on the internet. I'm not going to put pictures of him on the internet or anything like that. That's the parents' wishes. And guess what? Until he's old enough to decide whether he wants an internet presence or not, we're going to respect his privacy. So I've been calling him baby boy. He spent the last week with his mom up visiting his other grandmother. Can't say I'm not a little bit jealous, but I'm seeing him on Saturday. And when they called today to have our FaceTime, he was melted into he hadn't seen his daddy all week, and he was melted right onto daddy's chest. Just, like, I got my daddy. Oh God. These moments with Arthur and Mel and so I've been calling him baby boy. So now I'm just giving him an internet nickname. We're going to call him Bubba. Short for baby boy, right? Yes, Bubba. This is it. That's his internet name, right? Oh, I can't wait. I tell you, Kathy. Hi, Sharon. Just dropped a pint of homemade strawberry jelly on the floor. What a mess, sticky, and what a waste. Well, you know what? Do you have more in your pantry? I know it's a waste and I know it's a mess. But if you have more, then you're blessed, right? Hey, Diane Zook. That's what I call my grands, Bubba. Oh, well, there you go. Hi, Alice. Hey, Roberta. So, yeah. We're going to go down. They are going to, we're going to meet them at her uncle's house. Her uncle recently passed away. And the house is still furnished and everything. So it's actually closer for us if we meet them in Kingston. So we're going to meet them in Kingston on Saturday morning at around 10. And then we're going to visit all day. And then I'm going to go shopping at Costco and come home. So we're going to bring, I guess Howie's going to bring Briar home on Friday night. And then he's going to go with us Saturday morning to meet his nephew. We're going to take Gracie. She's going to meet the Bubba. And no, that's the thing. At that house, there's only the 3 or 4 front steps to get up to the end of the house. There are no other stairs. Bathroom, everything's on the same level. So, it's too bad Arthur and Mel couldn't afford to buy that house. It would be handy. But then Arthur works in Peterborough, and that's, over an hour and a half drive. But we're going to meet there so I can bring Gracie. And, it's just going to be us with the Bubba. And I'm going to give one phone to Briar, and I'm going to give one phone to Arthur, and I'm going to say, take lots of pictures. Lots of pictures. And then I'm going to take one of my tripod. I'm going to take a tripod probably this one that's on a bouncy thing, and so that we can take some family pictures. Like I'll just put my phone on a timer and we'll take family pictures. Waiting on rye bread to rise, making cookie dough while I enjoy listening to you. I made brownies yesterday. I made brownies for the general public, and then I made my brownies. And I ate a brownie about 2 inches by 2 inches, and about this thick. Too much. No more than 1 inch by 1 inch cube of this brownie. I always make them too strong. Hey, Tammy, right? Aces. I'm baking bread tomorrow. I started the night before. I just mix a bunch of flour and water and yeast and sugar and in the big Sam bowl. Like, but I make it like almost like glue, like paste. Remember, paste, the flour paste. I make it like that, and then I just cover it and put it in the oven overnight with the oven light on, and it's like this big bubbling thing, and then I just add flour, and I only have to let it rise once that way. Oh, you're cutting fabric for a baby quilt. Kathy, I just used a Polaroid camera and pictures come out. Grand boy freaked out, screaming, "They're not on your phone." I make him a photo album for birthdays. Well, I'm starting a book, a picture book for Bubba. And it's going to be all about from the first moment I found out they were pregnant and I'm holding the belly, and all the way through the pregnancy. Mel's going to give me, she gave me pictures like every month, and then at certain weeks, then at the end it was like every week. And then, I got pictures of her and Arthur snuggling her belly and all these things, and I'm going to make him a picture book. And it's going to be something along the lines, and then there was me. And I don't know if I'm going to do it every year, but I might do it every 5 years and just keep the pictures, right? So that it's like a photo album, but it's also like a story, right? So, hey, Freaky Geek. Hey, Leanne, how are you? So, yeah, I'm really looking forward. Was there a cooking video up momentarily last night on the Cooking with Cannabis page? No, it wasn't a cooking video. It was we didn't do Freaky Friday on Friday because I had a migraine. I'm still fighting a headache, but it's not too bad. Damn you, 5G. And so we did Sassy Saturday, and for the last 40 minutes of the live stream, I made it public to let people see, what we do usually on Friday nights. And I was highly medicated because I ate a 2-inch by 2-inch brownie. But I just wanted to let people see what our patrons do. But on Fridays, when we do Freaky Friday, if you're not there during the live, you're going to miss it. Even if you're a patron, I don't save Freaky Friday. It gets deleted immediately after we're done. It's to protect my channel from copyright strikes that might, take it down. You know what I mean? Hey, Ninja Clan Kathy. Hey, Beth. How's it going, Beth Grant? Deroos, how you doing, sweetheart? So, yeah, a few people came in and saw what we do on Friday nights. It was, I was grooving. So 29 quarts of turkey and over 50 quarts of just broth. Good job, Sharon. I have a probably 5-pound bag of beef bones that I'm going to be roasting this week and then pressure cooking But I don't have any carrots or celery. I have an onion, but I don't have any carrots or celery. So instead of putting in a couple of carrots, a stalk of celery, and an onion and water, I'm actually just going to add one of my jars of vegetable broth in the water that I'm going to pressure cook the bones in for bone broth. Angie Mack, I'm so excited. Me and my husband just got a crossbow arrow, a water filtration system, and a solar power generator. Awesome! Wow! Congratulations. You missed it. Yes, Linda, you missed it. But I mean, there's next Friday, right? Right? Sometimes I can leave things up like our Monday chats and our Wednesday chats, unless they get really private, then I delete them afterwards. But the whole point of, it being unlisted is that it's live time for me and my patrons. And it doesn't always get to be watched in rerun because, we get real. Yes, we missed you. Last night was a delayed Freaky Friday party. I caught like 10 minutes or so before it was done. Well, I do remember you coming in, Freaky. I do remember you coming in. I'm so happy for you. I know you were asking about was it you who was asking about water filtration systems? And I just don't know because I'm on a dug well and our water's really good. I need to restock all of my food next weekend and let the powers that be do their worst. No bugs for me. I just now use self-adhesive drywall tape and a putty knife, all-purpose sheetrock compound premix. All the edges of the panel that was cut out is now covered. Good. What panel are you cutting out? I missed something there. But doctor appointment last week, fibromyalgia tops the list, arthritis everywhere, osteoarthritis. That's you're preaching to the sister here, honey. That's the way it is. That's the way it is. But we're gonna go visit the grandbaby, Bubba. I'm gonna get a new phone case. Just says I'm blessed to be a grandy. Why a crossbow and not a happy-go-lucky one? Ha! You're so funny, Freaky. Behind the stove where the bees and gophers are. Right. Right. I remember you telling me about that. You gassed him out or something. I hope. Hey, Ange. No, honey, I've only been here for 17 minutes, Sarah. I'm here. So yeah, we're going to go visit with the kids, and then before we go home, we're going to take Briar with us, and before we go home, we're going to shop at Costco because I'm getting really low. There are things like I'm down to my last bag of peppers, my last bag of onions in the freezer. I still have onions from the garden hanging in the pantry, but I don't have any Parmesan cheese. I'm hurting for Parmesan cheese. And I need to get some more flour, believe it or not. Because even when bread is $3 a loaf, and that's for the good stuff, that's pre-pandemic prices, it's still expensive. Yeah, so I need more flour. I'm down to about 25 pounds of flour in the freezer, and that's just not good enough. And I'd like to stop at a bulk barn and get some buttermilk powder because my pancake mix that I made, really, really good. Buttermilk powder, egg powder, baking powder, and flour. And I'm telling you, you just mix that with room temperature water. You just mix that with water and a fork. And perfect pancakes every time. Hey, Robin Rose. Julie, hi. So, hi, Laura. Thank you, Seashell. I have a gun, but buying a crossbow doesn't put us on. Yeah, you know what, Angie? Yeah, that's, Trudeau's going overboard. And they're nipping that in the bud. There is no way I don't care. Now, if Trudeau had a majority government, he would probably try and force a ban on all guns, right? But the rest of the country, and like even the Bloc Québécois say, no, 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 you're not taking away our hunting rifles, right, and our shotguns. But I still want a crossbow, just because I think they're cool, right? Just because I think they're too well. I mean, self-sufficiency at our age would not be easy. Would not be easy. And I once wanted a whole house generator, but with the price of propane and natural gas, it's just not. So what I'm thinking is, I'm thinking of getting a solar power generator that I can charge up and sit out in the sun if I need it, even in the winter, because the sun's just as powerful in the winter. It's just farther away, but it still is bright, right? Buy extra tips for the arrows. Get yourself some, I think they're called bullhead arrows. They're shaped. If you look at the end of an arrow, like a pointed arrow with the flanges, right? That looks like that, right? That's looking at it at the point. There is another kind that actually kind of looks like a swastika if you look at it on the end. And that thing will take the head off a turkey. Hey, Rosie! Might charge faster from reflecting off the snow as well. You never know. The solar power generator is just for a heater, a hot plate, and to charge devices. Right. That makes sense. I actually want to get one for when we're out at the track, because you're baking in the sun all day long, and I hate running the generator just to charge up my phone, right? Yeah, like a Jackery. Yeah. Question for the community. I have this dirty film all over the surfaces in my house. I clean and it comes back. Do any friends use an air filter? What's going on there? Do you have wood smoke? Like, do you have wood fire? Because it's layers of dust every day. It's just dust. Come spring, we open all the windows and we beat up all the rugs and we dust everything, pull down all the cobwebs. But hey, Dama Beth. Michelle Maria, solar panel. Yeah. So I would like to get like some kind of solar generator for, if the power goes out in the summertime and I got to charge phones. We have a generator, but it's noisy and it's gas powered and it's a pain in the ass. And I know the government's going to want to try and get rid of everything gas powered. They're just fooling themselves. This is just a big fear factor kind of push at people. Wipe North America off the map, scrape it right down to the dirt and trees, and we'd only lose like 2% of the world's pollution. That's not a lot. It's a drop in the bucket, man. You got to look at the other countries, right? And I'm telling you, there's a dirty secret about all the lithium that gets put into electric car batteries and batteries. They can't mine it fast enough, right? And the mining practices, not very environmentally friendly. So I'm just saying, guys, electric cars and getting rid of gas-powered things is not the answer. The answer, and putting taxes on people for driving gas-powered vehicles is not the answer. The answer is stop all the recycling bullcrap because if they can't do it properly, because 75% of it ends up in the landfill, and it's not our landfill it ends up in. 75% of that ends up in third world countries where, you know, where they buy it basically and sort through it and make money off it. Okay. And what they can't use ends up, you know what? They go out on barges all over the ocean. You think the ocean is being polluted with plastic from our shopping bags? Let me tell you something about our shopping bags. Make this make sense for me, folks. Let's just talk for a second. Make this make sense for me. I have a little 2-gallon like garbage can that hangs on my cupboard door. And I wash it once a week. And I was using my plastic shopping bags to line this garbage can. They don't give you plastic shopping bags anymore. It's not allowed in Canada, apparently. Right? You have to buy their crappy polyester fabric ones. Oh, which, by the way, polyester is basically just spun plastic. Or the recycled ones made out of more plastic. But I can't get shopping bags anymore to line my little garbage can. So I have to go to the store and buy garbage bags for my cans. Make that make sense to me. Just saying. Right? Just saying. So, I mean, yeah, a hybrid vehicle is a lovely thing to have because you can, it's cheaper on gas. It's both, right? That I have no arguments with hybrid vehicles. I really don't. Right? But they're not the answer. Right? People being, well, the thing is, Laura, as I can't get them here. We have to take our own shopping bags. And if you don't take your own shopping bags, they make you buy theirs. So you know what I do? I keep my bags on the back seat of the truck. Then when I go shopping, they look and they go, do you need bags? No, they're in the truck. Because why would I fill the bags up in the shopping cart and then lift them into the truck? I just wheel that shopping cart right out to the truck, pull out my bags, fill one on the seat, put another one where I want it, fill it right from the cart. Fill them so I don't have to lift them until I get home. Yeah, it is. It's just a money grab. It's got nothing to do about environment or health. It's about control. Even forget the money. Yeah. And that's another thing. They're trying to convince people not to warm up your car before you leave because it's bad for your engine. How many years, folks, have we been told the block heater was just enough to stop the block from freezing, and then you'd start up your car when it's minus 40, you let that puppy warm up while you clean off the windshields and stuff. They're telling people that gas stoves are killing people with asthma. I don't think so. I think it's carpets and cigarette smoke. That's asthma shit right there. Gas, it's clean burning. Use microfiber cloth for dusting. Laundry baskets and coolers work good too for carrying in groceries. Right? I don't know where my walker is. It's probably buried in the snow somewhere. My wheelie walker that I got, my mother-in-law gave me. That was her last husband's. And if I have to, I can leave groceries in the truck right now, and Howie can bring them in when he gets home because it's a refrigerator outside right now. But in the summertime, if I'm home early enough that I have to get the groceries in the house, I use my walker. I just pull a bag right out of the truck, set it on the walker, wheel it over to the deck, lift it off, put it on the deck, walk back. Yeah, it's a few trips. But guess what? How else is that going to get done? I used to take the shopping cart home when I lived near Freshmart. Vapes. What's vapes got to do anything? You couldn't, unless it's a vape that is vaporizing the crystal of my medicinal marijuana. But liquid vapes, those liquid vape pens, if those damage your lungs, popcorn lung is a thing. And if those damage your lungs, it's irreversible damage. You feel me? Fireplaces is bad for asthma. Well, they tried to outlaw old-fashioned wood-burning stoves. So they're for sale everywhere, old-fashioned cook stoves, right? Because they're not airtight. And they put off more smoke. But we ended up buying a certified wood stove, airtight wood stove that has reburn technology. What that means is there's a plate in the upper thing that holds smoke in place so that the extreme heat in the fire, when it gets down to coals, reburns that smoke and it's cleaner burning. That's what I got to say about that. But don't let them take away your wood stove. Don't let them take away or meter your well. Don't let them tell you can't have chickens in your backyard. Depending on the size of your backyard. If your backyard is as big as this room, you can have 3 chickens. Right? So, I mean, vapes work wonders in hotel rooms. That's what I have edibles for. So, everything is good and fun is bad. So just better well do it anyway. Well, that's kind of a fatalist attitude though, isn't it, Laura? What's bad for cars is the methanol they put in gasoline. Never buy more than 10% ethanol. Higher than 10%, it erodes the parts in the car and you get crap mileage. Oh, I didn't know that. 75 chickens or so. Well, we only have the 1 acre and my barn is now a automotive shop of some kind. And my old chicken coop in the back fell down, but I'm going to make sure I have a place in the greenhouse this year to raise 6 to 10 meat birds. Because I've already got my pork on order. I have to redo my budget so I can put that in. I already have my pork on order and my beef on order for next late fall because I put a deposit and then I pay on it through, monthly. You have 6 chickens. Are you a neighbor of mine, Patat? And carry my bags across the parking lot. I went to the amazing 99-cent store before you're live. They now have the carts locked up for $0.25. I can unlock one and use it. When I checked out, I had to return the cart and get my quarter back. Oh, that's been around for years. I love the 90. Is it the one with the purple shopping bags? The 99-cent store? There was one in Peoria, Arizona when we had our mobile home there. We didn't live there. It was a vacation home, which we couldn't keep for more than 3 years because it was killing us. Check Costco for cases of plastic bags or Amazon. Cases. Oh, I never thought of that. But the thing is first, they gave us plastic bags. Then they say plastic bags are bad. So we're going to charge you a nickel for every one you use. Okay, I'll pay the nickel. Now, plastic bags are so bad, we're not even going to make you pay for them. That's not incentive enough to make you quit. We're going to make you buy our woven polyester bags, which are 10 times worse for the environment. But they're reusable. Please. Although the food basic bags are And the Dollarama bags are probably good grow bags for maybe doing some potatoes on my deck this year. So we'll see. Only for a while. It's not the 99-cent store. Only for a while. I don't understand. Welcome to the live stream. Oh, thank you, Seashell. Hey, critter lover. Oh, no worries. No worries. I have 11 girlies, and besides the eggs and helping my garden, they bring me tons of joy. I miss chickens. I don't miss meat, birds, and turkey. Well, I miss the turkeys. What a handsome puppy. I'm Mrs. Doolittle, man. I talk to the animals and I understand each other. Anyway, I miss laying hens. I love laying the girls. I love laying hens. I love watching them go out and scratch around and do their business, you know. But it's an animal that has to be wintered over, and I'm just not there. We're just not there anymore. So if we can, we've got a pig on order and a side of beef on order for, yeah, a year from now almost, like, November, December next year. And if I can raise 6 to 10 meat birds, I'm all good. And honestly, every food comes in plastic, lunch meat, bread. I know. Like, I know. Look at the lunch meat I made. And then I put it in the tub, and I used half of it last week. And then Howie bought some bologna. And so he's going to have bologna this week and then chicken loaf the following week. It's more than 99 cents for merch in the store. The prices are higher than 99 cents. Oh, that's too bad. Turkeys are awesome. Give them a red or blue ball and they will chase it all over trying to kill it. Good way for them to exercise. Really? Dual purpose roosters are delicious too. Do you cape on them? I love my lunch meat recipe. Howie said it needed more seasoning. So the next time I make it, I'll put in more garlic powder, some paprika, more onion powder. And if you really like, if you want to do that with beef, although beef is really easy to slice, but if you want to do that with leftover beef or pork or anything, do yourself a favor. When you add the half a cup of boiling water, add a bouillon cube to that for added flavor. Hey, Sandy. This is my first time on a live chat. You amaze and inspire me. Phoenix, Arizona, love your prayers. Oh, we used to have a mobile home. We had a mobile home for 3 years in Peoria. And we've been to, how many times we been to Alice Cooper's Christmas pudding? Twice? Yeah, we've been to Alice Cooper Christmas pudding twice. So, well, hi, LM. And so welcome aboard, Sandy Brown. It's all a money hack. I know. It's like, when are we gonna stop letting them tell us what is like? We've allowed them for too long to tell us how to live for the sake of our convenience. So we don't have to think for ourselves. It's time for us to think for ourselves again. It's time for you to, I have an acre. If I want to raise 6 chickens or 10 chickens, they're not going to stop me. Why? Because it's my land. Yeah, I know the government can take it away from me if they want, but as long as I'm paying my taxes and my mortgage, they can piss off. It's my land, right? Give a discount on my total for using my cloth bags. They don't do that anymore here. Now now they're sticking it to you by the bags. And yet, during the pandemic, you couldn't bring your own bags into the store. Why? Because they're contaminated from the air outside. And you know what else the pandemic screwed up? Valet parking at the casino. Don't do that no more. I had to walk the last time. Piss on it. I'll gamble online if I want to gamble, right? Yeah, or give me a discount. If they should give a discount for you using your own bags. But I have several of the cloth type shopping bags that I think I'm going to. And I'm going to these are things I'm going to invest in if I can afford it this year. Right? No, I'm not asking for money, so don't even go there. I got to get a new computer. No, it's not a mullet. It's actually my hair. I need a new computer. I need a an action GoPro style camera for the roof of Howie's car, race car. I need a dash cam, a wireless dash cam for the dashboard of his race car. I need a good tripod for racing right from the starting line, like standing in between the cars at the tree from the starting line. I want to really get some good footage this year. I need a new set of pots and pans. Mine are bits and pieces of pots and pans that I've bought secondhand over the years. Not take a bag in during the pandemic. What about our clothing? Yeah, I know. You know, they big sheets of plexiglass to keep you away from you and the cashier apart, but they handle all your food that you just handled. It's make that make sense for me, right? Not to, yeah, exactly. Oh, we better go in naked and just spray me all down with hand sanitizer. Oh, avoid the vegetable section. We got a kinky pair there. So I got a dash cam on sale Black Friday for $20. It was a doorbuster sale. Yeah, and money. See, they're going to use that as an excuse for getting rid of money altogether, right? I mean, how many of us actually use cash anymore? I still do. But Briar had $100 bill on him, and he's like at the grocery store going, "Can I use this?" And they're like, "Yeah." And I'm just shaking my head going, "Briar," but it's $100 bill. It might, I said, "This is a grocery store." Okay. The grocery store has floats in a safe. If they run out of small bills, they'll just call for more. Hey, Gene Phillips, I still use cash. We have one of those 3-section carriers in the back of our vehicle to put our grocery in and a freezer thingy. There you go. I'm so glad I bought my prepping equipment today. I have wanted this for months. I've thought so hard about this. Well, good for you, Angie Mack. I mean, we really do need to stop looking at money and start looking at what we can do for ourselves. Like yes, I can probably get a 50-pound bag of deer carrots for $10 this year, but I'm not going to count on it anymore. Right? When was the last time you actually saw me go to a farmer's market? Because I knew the prices were ridiculous. I got Howie to pick me up 1 crate of tomatoes from the farmer's market or a grocery store last year for my canning. This year, I'm just going to plant more tomatoes. I want to plant flowers, but I think I'm gonna have to put them in pots because I just don't have room for anything else. So I'd love a freeze dryer. I would love a freeze dryer, but they're not. See, this is the way I look at it. To me, it's like an electric vehicle, not in its dirtiness, because they may be clean energy, but the energy that goes in to make them is dirty energy. Does that make sense? But I look at freeze dryers as, yeah, they're awesome. But the one I would use would be like $5,000. I am too old to get my money back out of that thing. So I found a place, a Canadian website that does all this kind of, sells dehydrators and all that stuff. I'm going to talk to them because I want an airtight cook stove. I've waited long enough. And I used to think $2,500 was a lot of money, right? They're up to $5,000 now because everybody wants one and they're airtight. And I want to get one. Why? Because you'll find out when you watch my beans video tomorrow. What's the point of just heating my house and having a kettle on if I can actually bake my bread and cook my supper and breakfast because it's hot all winter long, right? Yeah. So, I mean, I use cash for everything except my monthly checks for utilities. So, yeah. So but see, I don't go out and shop that much. But by God, I'll be taking cash to Costco. And I don't know what the Costco in Kingston's like. So hopefully I might have to do some checking out on that. Anyway, it's Sunday and I went to Cabela's for the first time. Oh, Cabela's. I love Cabela's. With 3 items in mind, came out with those 3. It's a good thing. I hate shopping. I'm sending you our state flower, Texas bluebonnets, to see if they'll grow and keep you smiling. Okay. The English use an aga. I know. An aga is like it's like a coal stove or a wood stove, right? And is that the ones they have those? I've looked at them. They've got like it's almost like an upside down bowl, right? And that's to actually keep the heat in if you want to lift them up and put the direct heat on. I don't know. I've seen them. They look awesome. Lids, yeah. They're like the lids. I think those are awesome, you know. But Britain, living in the UK would kill me just from the damp. From the damp. And the I just couldn't do it. Hey, Andrew, you have an aga stove in my cottage. What does it burn on? Wood or coal? Yesterday was -7. Oh, that's not bad. We got right down to -35. And I've seen colder. I've seen over -40. When it starts burying the needle, you don't even go. Wood or pellets? Well, there you go. So I'm going to go start dinner. We're having little steaks tonight. I try not to do steaks too often because, there's only so many steaks. And I know I should do a roast, but we're going to have steaks and stir fry vegetables over buttered egg noodles. That's what we're having for supper. Hey, Danny love. Ooh, Danny love, my Danny love, I need you. Oh, how I need your love. I just got the notification. Oh, I'm sorry, darling. I do try. I don't even know if I put it out on Gab today. I think I did. I think I put it out on Gab. Anyway, now is the time when we come together for those who want to. If you don't have a faith or you don't, it's up to you. You can leave. No one's going to judge you for that. We'll say goodbye. Take care. God bless. And we'll see you on Thursday. For the rest of us who, I'm going to go see my grandbaby on Saturday. For the rest of us, now is the time that we come together and we drop the walls of religion and we put our hearts and our hands out to each other and we come together in the light of the Creator's love. And we share that light and we share that love. Okay? You don't want to stay for that. That's absolutely fine. Having pork tenderloin, I had 2 jars that didn't seal properly. That happens, right? That happens. I mean, sometimes if you don't wipe the rim all the way around, you get a little something on there and it wrecks the seal. So, all right. For all those who care to, please help me close with some spiritual light and love and nourishment from my heart to yours, from your heart to mine, and all of it up to the greater glory of the Creator. Because the language of love is the language that's always the easiest accepted. And it's snowing again. It's snowing again. All right. Let's take some nice deep breaths. Picture yourself breathing in light and breathing out any cloudiness from the week. Breathe in positivity, breathe out negativity, breathe in love, breathe out, the darkness, right? It's all about imagery and pulling in and letting go and, giving everything else up that we have no control over to God, right? So take care, Tammy. All right. Hey, God, creator and source of everything. How's it going, God? Thank you, God, for the wood on the deck that's been keeping our home warm through this cold snap. Thank you for our friends and our family here on YouTube and across the world. For the love and the light and the laughter and the energy we share together. And there's a lot of folks out there, God, that are having a hard time, that don't feel they have any place to go, that feel like they're up against a brick wall sometimes, and they can't see their way around it or through it. Sometimes, God, if we shine that light hard enough, they can see their way around the wall. But even then, God, there's only so much we as humans can do. But one thing we can do is we can lift all those struggling people up to you, God, so that the light of your love pours down on them and helps them to cope and helps them to keep moving forward and helps them to see the light at the end of the tunnel of darkness that sometimes threatens our days. So thank you, God, for being here, for being the light of divine love. Because everything else, everything else isn't love, is it? So thank you, God. I don't believe it when people say that you're wrathful. I don't believe it when people say that you're going to punish the wicked. That's not my God. My God is love. Everything else is everything else. Thank you, God, for bringing us together today. Amen. Shalom. Namaste. Peace be with you. Merry meet, merry part. Miigwech, blessed be. Walk in the shining light of God. Peace be with you. Whatever language you use to connect with your faith or the source of your faith. All I know as a human is I hear better when I'm spoken to with love. So why wouldn't God? Right? Take care. God bless. We'll see you Thursday. I love you guys. Never forget that. Never forget that. The love I send out to you is real. Always. All right? Take care. I love you.